Hey guys, wanted to make a video. This video is going to be um, maybe 4 or 5 parts. It's a very important video. First time I've actually made a video that's going to have to be 4 or 5 parts because it's so extensive and I don't want to miss anything. Um, we're talking about religious deception. Religious deception. I wrote notes because it's just so much. Um, so let's start off with, so I wrote religious deception, the invisible religion that's leading millions to hell, death, and the grave. So in this world, we have, I think I did research on it. It is 8.2 billion people in the world. Out of those 8.2 billion people that are in the world, there are 2.38 billion Christians, or people who call themselves Christians or identify as being Christian. So that would mean that there's approximately about 6 billion people who have no relationship with Jesus, meaning that they are essentially lost. But I'm not even referring to all those people who, the 6 billion. So that's already a crazy amount of people who are doomed. I'm talking about an invisible religion. And this might not be something you've ever heard of before, but the Holy Spirit has shown me this, and I think it's very interesting. And yeah, and I think it'd be very interesting for it to be shared and people to get onto this, because I've been on this kick where I've just been needing and wanting to expose Satan's antics, his tricks, his deception. And this is another one that many are falling by the wayside for. So this invisible religion that I'm talking about, it's a funky religion in that in this religion, lust is seen as okay. In this religion, fornicating is seen as okay. In this religion, adultery, meaning men who are married having sex with the same sex on their wives, this is deemed okay. Yeah, you kind of get where I'm going with this. It is the gay religion. They call it the gay community, but the truth is, it is a gay religion. Now, stay with me because, like I said, it's 4 or 5 parts, and I think only when I'm done with like the fourth or the fifth part, depending on how long it has to go, it will all kind of make sense. So, within this religion, and this is how, and I'll tell you where the kind of basis of where this started was one day I had a dream, and God showed me, and I think I made a video about this, how a form of worship, we know that for Christianity, worship, a form of worship is fasting. But within the gay religion, a form of worship, well, not in the gay religion, I just think in general, for Satan, a form of worship is porn. And when you look at the stats, it's kind of crazy. In America, there's 69% of Americans, men, 69% of American men, and 40% of American women watch porn each year. And out of that group, 11% watch it daily. That is crazy. So if you know anything about spiritual warfare and spirituality, when you are engaging in this behavior, the amount of demonic energy and demonic spirits you're allowing into your vessel, it is absolutely crazy. And what people don't know is that when you do this act, you essentially enter all sorts of contracts, and you are bound by those contracts, and you're not even aware that that act itself is not only a form of worship to Satan, but it's also, and that's if you're a Christian. And within that religion, that's not, within I'm still my words. So within Christianity, God sees porn as a form of worship to Satan. Now within the gay religion, that is nothing. It's just like whatever. It's just whatever. It's just one more thing that is deemed okay, because, like I said, it's in that religion. Those rules of engagement don't apply. So same way where, like, let's say, for example, you're a Christian and you have someone who is a Muslim, or a friend who is a Muslim, and they have interest in learning about Christianity. When you explain about the good news about Jesus Christ, they then are able to convert over to Christianity. The same goes for this gay religion, where in that acronym LGBTIQA, they have the Q, which is questioning, but also the A for some. Well, the question could be queer or questioning, but for all intents and purposes, it's questioning. And the A for some would be asexual, but it's also ally. And so those two acronyms, those two groups, are groups that Satan sees as a perfect group of people to jump on board and fall into this false religion. Meaning that if you're questioning, and then you put yourself in scenarios, situations that will, that will reinforce these ideas, once the seed's already planted, all is needed is someone who is a parent, someone who is a friend, someone who is an associate. Any of these people can come in and finish off the deal, because you're already on board. So all it needs is a little bit more of a nudge, and you're locked in, doing something now for the rest of your life that you had no clue the spiritual implications it would have on you. And when you look at it from the perspective of, okay, so I'm now in a religion, the difference here is that when you fall into that trap, into that religion, that one is very hard to get out. Meaning, it's the same for Christianity. For me, I can't, a Muslim or a Jewish person or whoever can't come and say, be a part of my faith. It's just not possible, right? So the same for people who enter that gay religion, where when you get indoctrinated with, and you're spiritually attached to certain things, your desires for those things are just going to increase, and you're going to stay stuck. So much so that when it comes down to it, you find yourself constantly watching porn. You find yourself constantly going to the steam room. You find yourself constantly going to the sauna. You find yourself constantly doing all sorts of ungodly things. And it's just bad news. I'm going to stop here, and I'm just going to continue on to part 2 so that the video isn't too long. God bless. Take care.